So welcome all to this week's EMBN Show. And Steve, you look a little different.
Well, hello, folks.
So on this week's show, we've got a few cool things coming up, but it's lightweight. Lightweight seems to be the biggest theme. So moving on, let's get on to the show then, shall we, Anna?
Let's do it. So Borealis, if you don't know, Colorado-based brand, been around since 2013, but they've been making specifically fat bikes, lightweight fat bikes, and they've brought out their first e-fat bike. Is that what we're calling it?
Let's stop you there. Lightweight fat bike. Is that not an oxymoron, right? And how lightweight is lightweight? Well,
this is about 36 pounds, like 25 kilos. So I don't think they've made another lightweight fat bike with a motor. They've just made a fat e-bike.
Yeah, exactly. But again, it's cool. There's some pretty cool spec on there. It's not a bad setup for a fat bike. And to be honest, if you live in Colorado, it kind of makes sense to have a fat bike, you know?
It does. I think here in the UK, we always think about snow, but actually sand and deep dust is like legit good for fat bikes.
It is true. And again, I was saying earlier that I want to get one for a pub bike. That's the way to do it.
Pub bike.
Pub bike. That would be the ultimate
insult.
Pub bike. No. But yeah, so the spec on the bike is pretty cool. So they got Shimano EP8 motor. It comes with a 630 watt-hour Shimano battery, using SRAM G2 RS brakes, GX drive chain, and yeah, 120 travel. But geo-wise, I mean, it's consistent with fat bikes, right? You know, 69-degree head angle, 73 seat angle, maybe a little bit slack, but all in all, I think it's a neat looking fat bike.
It is, yeah, it's slack, but the reach is reasonably short, so maybe it's slightly playful, who knows?
But it's an alloy frame, and the price is, for a hardtail, maybe a little bit out there. $6,500 US.
Yeah, they're appealing to the niche market. But you know what? It's a good start.
And the fact of the matter is, here's a good question for you, Anna. Would you buy one?
Well, I wouldn't buy one.
No? Why not? You say they're great.
No use for fatness, I'm afraid. But so I'm all about the lightweight. I'm all about the lightweight.
All right, let's scrap that. You know, it's lightweight.
On.
Yeah, exactly. Mondraker.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
They've released their new lightweight e-mountain bike. And again, it's their first lightweight e-bike. As far as I'm aware, and it's got a great name.
Hey, it looks pretty neat.
It's the neat. Hey. But it's cool. I think they've done something quite differently. Obviously, Mondraker have been making sort of e-bikes from about 2015 onwards. They were a little bit late to the game, but apparently now it makes up 75% of all their sales, which is massive. But this one's cool. I like this one because it's lightweight. But there's a few other things in there. So it's not a short travel lightweight bike, 150mm travel front and rear.
Yeah, and then the frame's coming in at like 3 kilos, so we're getting like 18 kilos for a full build. That's pretty good, isn't it?
And another bike with that TQ motor.
And you're a big fan of the midweight, actually, aren't you? You've said it before. Are you now coming over into a lightweight camp?
No, I'm full power. I'm full power. I don't know, mid's fine. Lightweight, light power, I don't know. I'm a bigger guy. You can drain through the battery a little bit easier.
Yeah, fair enough, yeah.
But geometry-wise and the setup on it, again, TQ motor, which is awesome. So super lightweight, super silent, and it makes the bikes look so clean. I mean, looking at the bike itself, at a glance, could you tell that was a lightweight
Not necessarily, and it does look like a Mondraker, which I'm a big fan of as well, you know?
I love it. And, so geometry-wise, it's got 64.5-degree head angle, which is pretty on trend, I'd say, at the moment. 76.5-degree seat angle, great. 450 chainstays. Yeah, again, they're all very sort of common trend at the moment, I'd say, with those numbers. Again, in true Mondraker fashion, it's not short on the reach though, is it?
No, it is not. They do like their forward geo, I think they call it.
How's that?
Forward geo. Forward geo. Kids.
Yeah.
Which just means long and slack. So they were at the forefront of starting that longer, slacker, lower train.
The zero stem, didn't they?
Yeah. I mean, they realised the error of their ways. thankfully.
Yeah, I thought it was cool.
I don't know how people feel about the headset cable routing, though. Is that one of the errors that they're bringing back? I don't know. Sometimes I'm a big fan, sometimes I'm not.
From a mechanic's perspective, it's one of the worst.
It is, but they're not all born the same. I would say not everyone's terrible.
Yeah, we won't name names, but there's some that go through the handlebar into the stem.
Wrap it around the motor a couple of times and then push it out the frame and then back into the chainstay. Yeah, exactly.
Which is great on surface because it looks amazing. But as far as working on it, it's a nightmare. So again, yeah, I think aesthetically it makes sense because again, it's super neat, but that's no pun intended.
Super neat.
Super neat. Well, we'll move on from super neat then, and we'll go for another lightweight bike. Now, yeah, this is something new to Anna, isn't it?
I've never heard of Greyp, and I had to check the spelling on that.
They're really great.
They are.
They're really great.
And they've come up with something zany.
Yeah.
Although the irony is, this isn't as zany as their previous designs.
Yeah, Greyp have been known for a unique frame design, I'd say. But they've got some cool products, they've got some cool extras, they've got their own app that it gives you so many extras, especially from a security perspective. It's awesome. And they've carried that over to the new Greyp Zaney. So we actually saw this at Eurobike, so Steve and I had a little glance, but now it's kind of officially being released and going out into the wild come, say, November time, I think, to the European market. It's cool. I think it's amazing.
I'm on board with it. I mean, I know a lot of people think the sort of curvy down tube is a bit dated, probably yourself included, because you like more
I'm
like
an edgy
boxy.
guy.
You like more boxy and just massive and chunky. But actually, I think this looks like a normal bike to me. I mean, slightly old school,
what's a
but
normal
I like
bike?
it.
What is a normal bike in your opinion?
Not a motor.
Oh! You're wearing the wrong T-shirt, that's why.
That is GMBN,
God.
Soz.
But again, there's some cool things on there. It's quite similar to the Mondraker, I'd say, in what it's aimed at doing in being a lightweight bike, 150 travel, apart from one model. One model gets 160. So it comes in 3 different models.
Okay.
310, 510, 710. So the 710 comes with a slightly bigger fork, which is quite cool. It's got the Fazur Ride 60, so it's a real strong competitor to, say, the TQ, similar sort of system. I guess the benefits of both is you could run them without the battery just for you.
Yeah,
there
I like
you
that.
go,
I like
and then
that.
you don't even know there's a motor.
And soon as they're starting at around about 18, 19 kilos anyway, that's pretty good. And actually, I went to the second gen Specialized Turbo Levo in Croatia, the press launch in Croatia, and it is a really good place for e-mountain biking. So I kind of believe that Greyp know what they're talking about. When
It's a place I've never put on the map as a mountain biking location, but I'm definitely keen to go.
Sunshine Shoot,
Great.
EMBN.
Give us a shout.
Do it.
Like, we'd love to come and see you. But yeah, again, real similar geo numbers to the Neat. So yeah, 64.5 degree head angle, again, following that trend. 76.8 seat angle. It's a little steeper. So
I like that, because I'm more of a winch and plummet kind of gal. So 50, 60 mil travel bike, slack, short-ish reach, or sort of nice reach.
Yeah.
I think this is really good geo. This is my bag.
I think it's super tidy. I think it's really, really tidy. But unfortunately, we don't have prices yet. So I think September time is when we'd expect to see a little bit more. Cool.
And then available in November. So I guess we'll watch this space.
Yeah, let's see it. We've seen it in person, but I want to see what it's like on the actual trails. That's the key part.
Well, do you think you ride somewhere cool?
No.
Nah? Well, these guys do. Check this out. My first one is from Mark, who's showing us his Specialized Levo Carbon, and he's in Lake Liberty, Guthrie. What's Guthrie?
Guthrie. I was going to say, how do you pronounce that?
I don't know.
Guthrie. I think it's beautiful.
I
think it's a really cool place.
Cool sunset as well.
I don't know. You shoot me down here, Mark, but it looks quite flat. I might be wrong.
Not the immediate terrain. I think that looks pretty good.
If you look at the horizon, it's
there
relatively
could be a
flat.
Massive mountain right behind him.
Well, let's get the other side of that photo. Up next, we got Daniel, and he's riding his Santa Cruz Heckler, and he is in Staunton State Park, Colorado. I think it's awesome. I like Colorado.
Do you know what I like even more is that he's named it the Navocado.
The Navocado, the Navocado, bro. The Navocado.
It's green.
I like
Love that.
it. And the scenery is just beautiful. See, that's
It's lush.
quite obviously a lot less flat.
It is a lot less flat.
Look at that. There's a mount. There's
Well,
mountains.
because you can see the view.
That's fair enough.
And we can see another view here from David with his cube stereo. This looks very English to me, but it says Mont Saliev, so assuming that's
At a glance.
near Geneva. Sorry,
Say that again.
Javida.
Javida. Live in Javida Loca.
Geneva, do whatever. Geneva, Le Mans.
I think
Lake.
it's beautiful. And again, it's just
looks
a
very British, actually,
Yeah, it does.
doesn't
Yeah, but the sun. We don't normally get that. That's the thing.
Photoshop.
Yeah. And last and not least, that's the word, Manuel. And he's riding his high bike all mountain CF12s, and that is in Austria.
Austria.
The Trail
I
Center
love Austria.
Osage and Carinthia. I like that.
Corinthia.
That sounds like a fancy name.
It sounds like you should go to battle there,
Yeah.
like with a sword and
It
some
does,
chain
yeah.
armor.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, where does
some
this sound like?
Corinthia.
But that's a
Oh my
cool
God, we're
photo.
such geeks.
Amazing. There's like a dam in the background. I like it.
Yes, I like it too.
It's
Cool places, everyone.
Very
Well
cool
done.
places. We'd love to see some more, so don't forget to keep sending them in, guys.
Okay, Adam, I've dived into the comments and there's some
You dived
questions.
in, did you?
I did, yeah. I did this. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, honestly.
Great.
I didn't.
No, it's good.
But we've got a couple of questions here, and I don't know any of these answers, so I'm just going to ask you. So Olik137 says, does Bosch have 10 years of guarantee parts supply for their motor?
In short, no.
Oh.
It's sad. Well, it's not sad. 10 years guarantee? That's a pretty long time frame. It's 2 years as far as I'm aware, so 2-year warranty period, and yeah, that is from the date of purchase.
That is pretty good, and they do stick to it as well. I know
And
a lot of people who get...
I put my hand up and
warranty.
say, as far as any warranty process has gone, Bosch have always been pretty up there with some of the best. So yes, 2 years, but you can do things to keep it longer. You know, believe in yourself. It's fine.
Yeah, and I've got B. Smith 5167, catchy name. Has any manufacturer used the same mounting standards from more than one generation?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Bosch, I believe. Bosch have gone from multiple generations of the exact same mounting system. Shimano haven't. So the E8000 to the EP8 was the same mounting system, but frame designs changed slightly because the motor shape changed slightly. So the actual mounting point's the same, but where, say, the peaks or the bulges from the motor were slightly different. So, and you had to have these little sort of, what's the word for them? Spacers, should we say?
I was going to say buffer, yeah. Spaces
To fit them in. So yes, they have done. I find that probably there's a lot of other brands that do. I know there is changes, but
So
it's the bike industry. It needs
Bosch
to change.
easier to upgrade a motor, you're saying, and Shimano maybe frame model dependent.
Yeah, well, I'd say you generally shouldn't be upgrading your motor, no, unless Bosch do it or a brand does it themselves. But between brands, yeah, you're struggling. But if you have the same frame and say you have a Bosch Gen 2, a Bosch Gen 3 should fit exactly the same.
Cool, and my final question from Makovi Alex, potentially, says, on what electric bikes is the most easy to pedal when the battery is dead or the engine is turned off?
So, that's a
Wow.
good question. That is a really good question.
I think there's got to be two things in there. It's got to be lightweight, surely, unless you want to...
Not necessarily. Well,
Or one with a removable battery.
yeah,
no?
so easy to pedal is a really good point because there's a few different angles you can look at this from. Easy to pedal could relate to motor resistance, so internal drive resistance, which most brands nowadays have little to none. So regardless if you're going for a full power 100 newton meters of torque or whether you're going for, you know, a 50 newton meter TQ motor, whatever it might be, they have little to no resistance. But you made a very good point there, which is easy to pedal doesn't necessarily just mean resistance from the motor itself. The other part of that is it a 26 kilo bike that you're going to have to try and pedal uphill without any power, or is it a 17, 18 kilo bike that would be within the realms of a normal
Your own
mountain
leg
bike.
power as well.
Exactly. So I would say, bikes-wise, something's got a TQ motor, something's got a Fazua motor. I mean, Fazua, their whole thing is that the drive comes from the battery. So if you remove the actual battery itself, then a lot of that power is would be feeling natural anyway. I mean, the Mondraker Neat would be a great option for that, or even the Greyp Zaney. Again, the two options of the TQ motor and the Fazua motor. And again, with say the TQ motor, there's almost no sort of drag or resistance in the motor itself because of the harmonic pin method. There you go.
Well, I like
Getting
that.
technical for you. There you go.
I love a harmonic pin.
Do you?
No. Well, I have no idea what that is.
Can you make a harmonic pin go? There you go.
Thank you for your comments. Do keep them
leave some
coming.
more down below. That was great.
No, seriously, do.
Do it. This is probably one of my favourite bits. Because I can poke you guys into a certain direction to give us some cool answers. So, on this week's weekly question, I am asking the question, do you ride in a group? And if so, how many of that group actually ride e-mountain bikes? Are you in an exclusive e-mountain bike group? Are you in a mixed group? Or are you the lone ranger that goes on your own, riding an e-mountain bike in a flock of people riding analog bikes?
Well, I live in the Forest of Dean in the UK, and there are swarms of e-bikers.
They're taking over.
They are always in a pack. They're like pack animals.
But
in
hear me
our
out
area.
here. Here's a good question for you, Anna.
Yeah.
If you ride an e-mountain bike, are you going to be riding with your regular bike, a regular group ride, or are you going to be riding?
Well, this is the third time I've mentioned this. Steve Jones hasn't actually sorted me out of an e-bike yet. He's been promising for about 2 years now. I still don't have one, so I always ride my normal bike with e-bikers, and it is horrific. I hate it.
And are they all full power generally?
They are full power, and they usually start off in eco mode and do not end that ride in eco mode. And that's my life.
That's rough. But that's the thing. It's like I would say, like I've got an analog bike and I've got my e-bike. Do I ride with a group of mixed or not? Do I separate them? I generally ride mixed. I just screw it. E-bikes all the
Whatever.
way.
Friends are friends, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. Friends of friends.
Friends, e-bike friends.
Steve.
Yes.
Anna, I'm going to let you do the honours of opening the doors to the bike vault.
Okay, yeah, it is bike vault time. It was a tough pick this week, but we've
Yeah.
narrowed it down to 4 of our favourites, haven't we?
And there's some spicy ones.
Yeah, we're starting off with a Pole, pronouncing that right.
Pole, don't you mean? It's a pole.
yeah, pole.
A pole.
So Vioma in true gold, check this out. And this could just be a cool place, to be honest, as well as a bike vault. But it is in the bike vault, and apparently his bike is crushing the Innerleithen trails in Scotland. Innes is one of my favourite places.
Innes is pretty wonderful.
And it's so good on an e-bike.
But this isn't cool place, this is
Climb is
bike
so.
vault.
Oh, sorry. All right.
Bike vault,
really,
Anna,
really
come
cool,
on.
Cool gold bike.
Wait. So this is blinged out. There's a few cool little things on there. So you've got Cane Creek, Coil Shark, RockShox Ultimate 190 with gold decals.
Obviously.
Is this nice or super nice, Anna?
Oh, it's pretty super nice, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'm
I
loving the
agree
gold.
with you on that one. Super nice.
What you got then?
Moving on to the next one, we have Shelley and her beautiful Lapierre Overvolt AM 6.6. Now, that is
Whoa.
a pretty spicy looking bike.
Yeah, she'd be loving the purple accents.
I think it's cool. I like it when the little flick's going on there. Again, okay, so we're going to say super nice or nice? That's the question.
It's nice.
Yeah, I'm going to go nice. Nice.
It is pretty nice. I got another one here. The author is A. I think you've not written your name correctly, but we've got a Specialized Kenevo SL here. And it is apparently Lotus inspired, presumably because it's all about that murder black.
Well, no,
Check
if you
that
have
out with the gold.
and it's even got custom paint job. That is easily.
Oh my
That's super
days.
nice. Come on, right?
Yeah,
super
no, it
nice.
is.
That is tricked out to the max.
Nice. Yeah, she says she's sold all the parts and rebuilt it. Felt like the design around a new carbon layup would, with a thin finish, would just make that like.
It
And
just
has.
looks tidy. But I think the best thing to note on this is if you check out the weight. 42.2 pounds. It's not the weight, but it's the units of measurement. That's hamburger units. According to hamburger units. That's hilarious.
How many hamburgers?
But then the 19.14 kilos. That's the proper weight according to. But I love hamburger measurements. That's great. I'm going to start using that from now on.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
That is awesome. And last, but we said super nice, right?
Oh, super nice
Super
for
nice,
sure.
of course.
Lotus, yeah.
And then the fourth. God, I can't count today. Jeez. The final bike of the bike vault this week is Reynolds Cannondale Motera Carbon 2 in the Scotch Borders. It's preferential treatment in the Leith and Peebles area, isn't it, really? There's
yeah, there is, isn't there? Yeah, I can see a theme.
Good bikes, though.
Yeah, they're not bad. Yeah, I've ridden one of those quite a few times. I'm loving it in the new yellow. I think their newer paint jobs did a good job of slimming down the appearance of the Motera.
Oh, it looks super
so it's a nice
tidy.
looking bike.
We say nice then.
I'm saying it's nice.
Nice.
I'm saying it's nice.
Gosh, please, God, I wouldn't want to show you my bikes.
Oh, no.
No.
We'll look at that later.
So we're mixing things up, you know.
Are we?
Yeah, well, yeah, because we had Martin on the show last week and I wasn't here, and now I'm here. Steve's not here. You're here. It's getting social, isn't it?
So
We like being
exciting.
sociable.
So
we like mixing it
social.
up. So on this week's Getting Social, we've got a couple of cool little edits coming up. So first and foremost, we have Andrew Neethling. Is that how it's pronounced?
I would say needling, yeah, for sure.
How would you say it the first time? Needling.
Needling, I said, but needling. And he's throwing that Scotty lumen about like it is more than 130 mils, for sure.
But
isn't he?
yeah, he's popping round like the tyres are filled with helium. Like he is just bouncing everywhere.
Yeah, he's making e-bikes look playful again.
Again. Get out. That's it. Out now. You're a guest and now you're not. Now it's done. Finished.
Welcome to the
All right, let's come on. You can redeem yourself on the next one.
Yeah, the next one. So I've got Gas Moto and eMTB rider Adrian Gugamos. Am I saying that right?
I think so.
This is a very international show.
Yeah.
I need to brush up on my international names. And check this out. I mean,
it's just smooth.
The guy, I wish I could ride my bike like that. He's almost on a different trail, isn't he?
This is
somewhere
why-
above the trail.
But this is also why I love bike park riding. Look how much playing he's doing. He's just playing around the trails, so much room to just flick it about.
I need to play more, I think, on the bikes.
Just play in
I'm
general.
always just trying to go fast.
Be a kid. It's great fun.
Yeah.
So, what's coming up next week then, huh?
Well, on Sunday, so I'm not sure how much I can say about this, to be fair, but I've actually seen this prototype when I was in Sea Otter. So if you want to head over to GMBN Tech, my channel, and check out some Sea Otter tech, we did actually see some e-bike prototypes, which we'll actually be having a first look at this Sunday.
Depends if you're going to do some digging. Not only that, we've got the next edition of PT's e-bike shed. So stay tuned, guys. Leave your comments down below and we'll catch you next time. And thank you, Anna.
Oh,
It's been lovely.
It's been my pleasure.
It's lovely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Take care.
Bye.